It's Rhonda, your Cheshire Canary. I am once again day 3 outside of 1111 East Broad Street, Columbus, Ohio, doing this road maps program. I'm so physically tired. I really am. But if this is what I have to do to bring money in, this is what I have to do to bring money in. Hey, Carl, morning. I figured you'd be awake. It's gorgeous down here. A little itty bitty shower just went through. But it's still gorgeous. It's 70 degrees already down here. So, yeah, it's all good. So, it is what it is. I kept getting here earlier and earlier, trying to get closer to the door. Come to find out, even 7:30 is not early enough. This office doesn't open up until 9, and 7:30 the street's already packed. I moved up a whole car length, so I guess that's better than nothing. I just have a feeling these are people who work here and come in early. So, well, that's interesting. That's one of my facilitators, and she's over an hour early. So, anyhow, I don't really know what's on the plate today. The day before yesterday was social networking to find employment. Yesterday was other or interviewing techniques to find employment. Excuse me. Not sure what today is. I'm just doing my best. And this is orange juice, by the way. In my reusable cup there, Carl. Anyhow, I'll just see how things go. I figured I'd document the rest of this. I mean, I have another week after this week with this program. And I can tell you what Ohio Jobs is about. This is kind of something that I've been crowing about for quite some time. That people on welfare should try or should work to get welfare. I'll come to find out it's not for everybody. Not everybody is forced into this program. There's still a large community of women and children in the system that literally have to do nothing. Absolutely nothing to get money. And then they get significantly more assistance financially and food stamp wise than, myself or others that are in this program to get back to work. I really haven't contacted my caseworker in a while, and the reason I haven't is she's the one that told me I should have had more kids. She reminds me of the person that I talked to back in the very early 90s when Lydia's dad got sick the first time. And I just needed a little help to get over the hump before he got disability coming in. Lydia was not born yet. And the welfare office was downtown Columbus. And And the lady there had told me that I needed to divorce my husband and hurry up and have some kids. Well, divorce is not something that I thought I'd ever do. Ended up doing it twice, but hurrying up to have kids, and she was plural about it. She goes, being pregnant would help too, but otherwise we can't help you. So, I have a hard time calling my caseworker because I remember the other caseworker, and she reminds me a lot of her. Let's see. I really would like to do a job like what I'm doing right now. I really would. That would be pretty amazing. I could get here early enough to drag my tail into the office. People are slowly coming in right now. I'm gonna grab my umbrella. Just makes my purse heavier, which sucks. I got attacked by an old school elevator door this week, so look at that. Isn't it beautiful? The horrible parts of being on blood thinners. It sucks. It's only my left arm that gets beat up, folks. If anybody understands why it's only one arm on my entire body that gets the old people bruises like this, let me know, because this is just goofy nuts. That it's only one arm. It almost looks like I'm just kind of flailing the arm around and bumping it into everything and, I don't know, trying to break it off. I got no clue. My other arm, I got little ones, from scratching because my skin's very dry. But nothing like this. And I got run into by the elevator door with that one too, so go figure. So, my buddy Carl, I know he's setting up his Cliff Notes from last night's live stream. You folks are awesome over on his channel. And I'm just blessed to have Carl as a friend. It all started when I somehow miraculously won his bacon giveaway. And our friendship just went off after that. Actually, there's video of me cooking that bacon on this channel. It's like one of the first few videos I did. It'll actually say bacon on it. And I'm cooking bacon in a cast iron skillet on a grill. Because, that just seemed like the thing to do. It was really good. Can I have bacon anymore? Nope. I can't even have Carl's bacon. I just can't have bacon. I don't want to go to the hospital. The salt makes me ill now. Really sick. I'd love to have a Subway sandwich. Can't. I tried. At one point I was given a Subway sandwich because I was stuck in the hospital. And they have a Subway restaurant there. That's fine, Carl. You do what you gotta do. You got your Cliff Notes to do. But I was given a Subway sandwich and tried it. And I could only get a bite down and I was done. It's just the sodium content was through the moon. And it shouldn't have been. Because all I got was vegetable and chicken. And there was so much salt in the chicken that I couldn't eat it. I didn't even get cheese, which I know there's salt in cheese. So, go figure. So, anyhow. Life's just different with all these wonderful requirements. It'll be interesting to see how much money I make. Because it's like, I figured out the math. I only get $300 and change a month. And it's like 15 to 20 cents an hour for all the hours that are required. But then I sit and listen to these people in my classes, and they're saying they're getting that amount every week instead of every month. And I specifically asked week or month for this amount of money, and I was specifically told 4 times in a row, week. I even sat there and did the math, and I said, you realize that's like 15 cents an hour? And they said, yes, we do realize that's 15 cents an hour. So, anyhow, oops. Right now, what I'm trying to do, those of you who've donated to PayPal, which is paypal.me/Rhonda Frayne, all connected together. I'll put it in the bottom. Those of you who have done that, thank you very much. It's allowed me to send Lydia to her final exam in physics, which happens to be Cedar Point, which is next week, I believe. And they're taking good care of the kids. She says she won't need money for food. I'm scraping together as much as I can so she has money for food. There's no way at the price of food at these parks, which when I was in college, I had a season pass for Kings Island because it's only about a 45-minute drive, and it had Timberwolf in it, and I went to go see concerts more than to hang out at the park. Timberwolf was a concert venue. I saw Chicago there. I saw just all kinds of bands and comedians. Saw Whitesnake there. A few of my Fairborn friends would know who we saw in the 80s at Timberwolf. That was an awesome venue. I don't know if they do it anymore. But anyhow, I know better. I need to get her money to go eat. But if there's anybody over here... Aw, Carl, thank you. If there's anybody over here from Carl's channel, you guys are amazing. Keep supporting him and Lily. Please send Lily blue buffalo snacks. I've actually personally consumed a blue buffalo snack, dog biscuit. It's actually not bad, and there's not a lot of salt in it, and it's actually pretty good, and she loves them. Send her blue buffalo. Just don't send Milkbone, please. Let me tell you why, since I brought up Milkbone, why I say do not feed your animal Milkbone products. It's real freaking simple. I spent 20 years hauling overseas containers. There are I'm sorry, my nose is just itching. There are 2 food products that I hauled that I just could not believe I was hauling. The first one was Milkbone dog biscuits. We send via, at least here in Columbus, via Worthington Foods, casts off to China for them to add to their byproducts to make milk bones and turn around and ship them back. So by the time these milk bones make it back just to the States to be distributed, these milk bones are 2 months old, and they were made in China. Alright, and from seeing the conditions of the packaging and of the warehouses that I personally delivered to, I'm not feeding that to my dog. I'm just not doing it. If I had a dog, I wouldn't feed it to them. The other thing I do not feed to myself or my daughter, even before I couldn't have salt, is any kind of chicken product from a line of food called Burger King. I have personally delivered the freeze-dried, disgusting looking boxes of chicken product being imported. It came from several different places. I noticed it because bird flu was going around, and it was Central Asia it was coming from. Going to a distribution center here in Columbus to be distributed to Burger King restaurants. Even though there are a few things at Burger King I do enjoy, I do not, I can't now because of my sodium problem. But I stopped as soon as I realized what I was consuming and where it was from. I stopped purchasing anything from Burger King. I'm sure there's stuff like that for... Man, my nose is just... This is just so rude. My nose is just so itchy. Okay, anyhow. So that's why I don't do anything with Burger King whatsoever. I just don't even get in line for that place for a beverage or a salad. I just don't. But that's my personal thing. That's stuff that you learn out when you start working in transportation. Like the good stuff that I've learned about is Ohio has an amazing logging industry. Not only for harvesting, but for reforestation and reusable materials. A lot of the hardwoods that are harvested from southern Ohio are veneered and booked in Newark, Ohio, in a place called Universal Veneer. Now, a lot of it, it's like half of it, at least the last time I was at Universal Veneer. Half of their stuff is booked, and that's when the veneers are matched up that they actually become a book, and all the lines of the wood match up, and they get put on rather high-end, very high-end furniture. Nothing that I took out of Universal Veneer could have been cut any thinner, and the stuff was very thin, but thick enough that it'd take a good sanding and buffing and polishing. So I learned that about the state of Ohio. There was a lot of stuff I learned about a lot of states. Cleveland is still a mess. Sorry, folks. You can still set the river on fire at times, even though a lot of the manufacturing is gone. Poor Toledo, they had, problems with their tap water for the people up there. That's crazy. Great Lakes St. Mary's, here in Ohio, is so polluted by Roundup and everything leaching into the lake that they can't even open the thing half the time to the public because it'll kill people. Where I'm from in northern Indiana, we have something a lot bigger than the Grand Lake St. Mary's. It's called Lake Wawasee. It's up off of US Route 6. It's huge. It's also called Syracuse Lake. I don't know why it has two different differentiations. Never thought about asking. I've been going there my entire life. Part of it is Syracuse, Lake Syracuse, and the other part is Lake Wawasee. Go figure. It's not very deep, but it's got a share of bass and panfish and walleye and all that kind of stuff. Well, we haven't had that problem. But, we don't have an overabundance of farming leaching into the area. And to be quite honest, a lot of the farming in that area is generational. They care about their land. They don't go for the roundup. And there's, Amish in the area as well, which do everything rather more natural than the chemicals that Monsanto puts out. And I'm rambling a lot. So, anyhow, if you're here from Carl's channel, keep supporting him. Hopefully I can get up there and say goodbye to him and Lily before they take off. If not, we'll figure it out. I have family in Florida. So maybe that'll happen. Who knows? But I'm going to make my way inside. Yeah, because it's going to take me about 20 minutes to get to where I got to get. You guys take care. Love your friends and family. And remember, as always, keep smiling.